Knowing that I was on the chopping block yet again, I think I was pretty comfortable going into the next week.
This week, I need you all to focus on your most promising connections. It's time to start asking these ladies the hard questions. Do you have the same priority? Can you support each other's goals? What side of the bed she sleep on? Later this week, I'm organizing a group dinner so I can see where you are firsthand. Tommy making sense?
Yep.
Normally, Tommy will mention that we have the power, but we didn't get that coming out of this gentleman's meeting.
So, Suan, are you ready to head over to the obstacle course?
Yep.
I just think of my hair and the heat. I'm kind of excited about just another opportunity to get to know the guys and the ladies as well.
This seems like a good starting point right here.
Come on, let's get this thing cracking.
Cynthia was talking mad.
We need less, want more love. That's why you're alone.
It just turns to shenanigans.
The ladies that I'm sharing the strongest connection with would be Cynthia and Mercedes. My connection with Mercedes is something unreal.
I like you. I think that you have great qualities as a man, but it does intimidate me a bit, the things that you need out of a woman. You need a person to hit the ground running, and I think somebody's gonna have to fit into your life. And I'm the type that I might need a learning curve.
You're dismissing yourself too soon, though.
I've never done half of the things that you need.
Maybe we could share those things together.
Possibly.
Grab a seat.
Okay.
I'm happy to have you on a date or a group date.
Especially because you took so long to use my number.
But now that I'm using your number, you're not messaging me back.
Oh,
So why aren't you messaging me back?
I be
know.
asleep. I told you
know.
I was very concerned about the schedule.
You were.
I'm very practical.
The connection with Suan is weird. It's good seeing you. Hopefully, if I message you again, you hit me back this time.
Okay. Like I did last time.
Mercedes is great. She was one of my top connections. But me and Mercedes have always just been up in the air.
Is there anything in particular that you want, you know?
About you?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you like me?
I do like you.
Yeah?
You're trying to see, like, romantically.
Since we're on a romantic journey.
I think that I am getting more, like, friend vibes from us. I've seen you interact with other women,
Yeah.
and it's different than when me and you interact.
You're kind of cute. You got a boyfriend?
No, I'm looking for a boyfriend now. I have my things that I want.
What is it that you want? We have a very strong vibe.
You don't remember?
I don't.
Strong back, let me see. Not bad.
So.
Strong mind. Good heart.
I don't have a wall up with her. I'm not guarded with her. So I'm also excited to spend time with her. When I hear the other guys talking about the time they spend with you, she talks. But I know when you and I have our moments, you really don't say too much.
You have your connections too, so.
I think that I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't being misleading
Okay.
or anything less than transparent. You know?
You're using all these big words. You like me and I like you, and then that's it.
Is it that simple? I feel like you came over here for a reason. So you like me, like.
Our kiss was important and special. I have a whole boyfriend now.
What's the joint journey look like?
We gotta find out.
I learned Sue-Ann is bold and she can be aggressive.
Even though we were in a group setting, that was my favorite date, I think. Since Andre left the process with COVID, my strongest connections at this point are Blue and Mark Anthony. He needs to be more assertive. He can't be afraid of coming to get me. What's mostly on my mind right now is, where do you see me fitting into your life? Or do you see that?
We gotta figure out where we're gonna position ourselves to make it happen.
If you can see by now, you've never pressured me, and that's what I just adore about you. Come and get me. Sorry.
Note taken. Give me your hand, young lady.
Give me, there's the aggressiveness you've been hiding. I don't want to keep being strong, though.
I got your back.
I love Blue's old school vibe, that protector, just treating you like the elegant lady that you should be treated like.
I can't even get through this because I'm so entrapped into what we have going on.
The date was extremely successful. I'm definitely ready to see him strong-arming some of the other men.
Leaving the dinner date with Jeffrey, I thought things got a lot better between us. We're gonna apply pressure to each other, we're gonna start talking more. I'm definitely gonna come get you, but don't fold up when I get there.
Tommy didn't actually specify who had the power this week.
Finally.
How are you?
Hi, honey.
Mwah.
How are you?
You look amazing.
You look so good.
Oh,
the Hoochie
thank
Daddy
you.
shorts is Hoochie.
I've been doing the Hoochie Daddy thing for a few years now.
You should teach a class.
I do Hoochie Daddy classes. On the side.
You're looking like a real grown man sitting over there.
I try to give that off.
I think you got it.
Work was busy.
Nobody trying to grab your junk.
No one tried to grab my junk yesterday.
I was going back and forth between Marcy and Morgan.
I love my dates with Tony. The vibe is there. I want to express to him, I have to warm up and trust this connection.
Our first date, which I enjoyed, you didn't eat anything. Are you gonna eat? Because listen, I'm gonna eat.
I go out a lot, and then I network all the time.
It's gonna take a certain kind of woman to adapt to that. Strong-minded woman, someone that's very confident.
It sounded like you were describing yourself.
Maybe. That's why I do like talking to you. I can be really transparent with you.
Yeah.
More so than my other connections.
When I ask other ladies questions, they're not as open as you,
I've shared more with you than I share with other people. You talk to me the most.
I do.
You had to stare down.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You? Morgan.
Order. Order in the court.
I think Morgan and you.
Nah.
It's a good thing, right?
I'm like, why the would you say that? It's horrible.
It seems Morgan is a lot more aggressive. You want something, you gotta grab it. Grab it, Marcy, if you want something.
What side of the bed do you sleep on? If I would have a guess, I would be on the right side of the bed.
At this point, Lyndon is absolutely still one of my connections.
A man like to feel wanted as well.
Yes, I do want to be more intentional.
I have a great time with Marcy, and I feel comfortable with her. She feels comfortable with me, and I sense that she's willing to open up. It's very challenging to court two different women. I just want to make sure I find the right person I can build a life with. Appreciate the food, man.
Yeah, no doubt. It's on me.
I need a straw. I don't know how I'm gonna have my smoothie.
They good?
No.
Oh. You're just fully involved in the process?
Very present. For me, even though I have my own children, I was like, I don't want a man with kids. But that got me into giving birth alone, going through everything because I had that list. I've had so much that's happened.
I always appreciate somebody's honesty, so that's what I like about Jeffrey.
I feel like there's some pretty good men at this table. Me and Mark kind of have our connection.
Yeah, a little bit.
What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking how...
It's hard for me to focus on my other guys. You're matching with me.
I don't know, maybe we met before we got here.
Mark Anthony is definitely a natural connection for me, so this is tough.
I came into this process with the intentions on finding my wife.
It's beautiful, Tony.
Yeah.
Jonique. Woo. She was straight to the point, very direct. She wants the same things that I want. Everything changed when I sat down with Jonique. What is your expectations from this process?
I wanted to be as open-minded as possible.
What list did you have in
That's what I was just saying. I didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't have it? Okay, my bad, I misheard. Let's say you do find somebody through this process. Don't you think like you'll have certain expectations?
Well, at that particular time, things will shift. So when circumstances... I already know that there's no connection there with Mark Anthony.
I'm not really feeling that there's a connection between Jonique and I, but she opened up about who she is as a person. I obviously know Jeffrey a lot more, so leaving this group date, I just figured I'll just keep cultivating the relationship that I have with her.
You look amazing.
Thank you. It's been hard to
Morgan's over there buttering Lyndon up. When he feel like he have a chance, there's no chance in the world knowing that I'm in the midst.
Then there were two.
And then there'll be one.
And then there'll be one.
How's everything going?
It's going. How's it going for you?
The process?
Yeah.
Some chips are falling to certain places.
I feel like me and Anthony have a connection, but he hasn't been able to communicate that to me.
How about for you?
Although I think you're adorable, I want you to get to your level of comfort with the discussion.
I'm not. Just want you to know I appreciate you.
I got you.
Swin has definitely been a connection, but I feel like if it's more cordial and light, we go back and forth.
When we were at Hard Rock, I was ready to see Turn Up Anthony, but I feel like this energy right here is different.
Where I'm at is just figuring out who I connect with. deciding what's next.
Everybody good? Everybody all right? I see some of y'all looking at me sideways, though. I need to lay my eyes on y'all. I want to make sure. Got a little update for you, okay? Andre gave me a call. Andre, what's up, brother? He is COVID-free now. And got second thoughts.
Okay.
About leaving the journey with y'all. Anybody got any issues if Andre rejoin us and finish out what he started? I can call him at the house right now. I can call him at the house right now.
While Andre was out with COVID, I could not stop thinking about Andre the entire time. Strong connections with Blue and Mark Anthony, so I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Oh my God, I'm super excited. I missed him so much. He could come right on in.
No, sir. Bring him back.
Bring my brother back.
Are y'all cool? Come on with it then. All right.
I knew it. Dre's coming back. It was a lot of excitement. I felt like everyone was happy to have me back.
This would have been real awkward if everybody was saying hell to the no. This dinner marks the halfway point of the process. So now it's time for you all to get serious with your intentions. 2 singles will be ending their journey with us tonight. One man, one woman. It's time for y'all to make sure that you're making these hard decisions.
My stomach completely dropped. I have to clench my butthole.
In order to make sure you say what you mean and mean what you say, I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to tell your truth. Tonight is the night that we just open up the floor, y'all.
Feelings are about to start getting hurt.
Dre, you've been out for a couple weeks.
Y'all look really, really nice. Even though I was not here for a brief moment, I stayed connected with most of my people right here. I was a little disappointed in one person, and that's Mercedes. I never felt like you reached out to me. Like, I don't know if you're just not in tune with your emotions. I never felt that support from you. I'm not holding you to it, but it is what it is. You're just being who you are.
That was a very big statement. If that was an expectation of you, then yeah, I did miss the mark. Feel like it's a character thing? No, I gotta keep it a being.
I'm gonna say Anthony. I've been able to connect more naturally outside of the process. In the process, it just doesn't vibe the same.
Jeffrey, you have the floor now.
Anthony, I feel like we just never really connected or just didn't hit the mark.
That's just trying to get used to the process. You have to kind of step outside your box and give a little bit more than you would usually give.
I understand. Well said.
Anthony is amazing. He's very intentional, and he's here for love. Mark Anthony, you know, he's young, and I don't know if he's ready for love.
Mark Anthony, we just recently had a double date, but it was no spark there.
Mark Anthony, I don't know where he is on his long-term journey.
It was the same thing with Suann also. We're just incompatible. I was definitely in the hot seat.
My initial thought of you, Suann, was held back, never knew what you was thinking. Honestly, I didn't know why you was here.
Suann, I never had a chance to connect with her much. I think there's something about you that has to be understood. She has this part of her that she's above everybody else.
How you doing this afternoon?
Wonderful.
Good. You understand the assignment?
I do. Suann, she's a wonderful person. You know, I think she has a lot to offer. I know that Jonique wants children. She doesn't have children as of yet, and I know that I would never be able to provide that for her.
He feels like he's superior to people. Talking to him is not pleasant.
As far as who can probably make it a little bit more clear, for me, that would be Blake. I didn't enjoy our conversation initially, and I felt like you tried to put me into a corner. I just didn't think you were nice. And then also, I have to always consider what Jeffrey had to say, that you felt like you already found your person with Jeffrey.
That was never said.
You never said that to Jeffrey?
Not at all. Jeffrey has been a bit messy along this process, trying to get between. I felt like this would be a good opportunity to clear the air. We don't align. I'm hoping that she finds what she's looking for on her journey.
Jeffrey, is that the Blake you know?
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Yes. I think he means well, but he misses the mark with being authentic by a long shot. I will say with Sue especially, she seems to want to insert extremely herself into my, relationship with the men. You walk yours, I walk mine.
Jeffrey's is living in a different universe, sphere, reality from me, because I definitely have no interest in her connections. We don't have the same connection.
Jeffrey and I did have energy in the beginning. Next thing I hear are the things that are coming up in the women's lounge.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. I'm fine with who Blake feels the strongest connection with, but where he lost me is where he said, I don't like telling ladies things just to go along in the process. It's like living a double life.
No, that conversation never happened. So let's be clear.
Oh, okay,
let's just be clear.
We're done talking, because
I've
if
been very consistent
you're
through
too
my
old
entire
to lie,
journey.
Blake.
I didn't know this was going on.
Just stop talking about me.
Stop talking about me too, by the way. Can you stop talking about me as well?
Advocate Sue.
Please.
Move along.
Don't call my name.
Next.
Don't call my name. Okay, sweetheart?
Girl.
I'm at the adult table. Don't call my name.